welcome to Rosberry Crafts, my YouTube channel where I share all my crafty adventures. Today is December 23rd, 2023, and this is episode 82. I want to say welcome to any new followers. I know there are a few of you around here that have come over because you've seen my Vlogmas come up or from searches or other people. And welcome back to all my returning viewers. This time of year and the holiday season, I know everybody talks about, the gift of giving and expressing gratitude and stuff like that, but I really, really appreciate all of you that watch this channel, that participate in my crafty adventures that I love showing to you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you for watching, and hope you enjoy. This won't be the last episode of the year because there's one more Friday, but it's pretty close. So, and it is Saturday today, not Friday, because, last day of work, it was quite busy actually. And then we went out and saw some Christmas lights last night, so I didn't record, but no excuses. Just you get what you get at the holiday season. Everyone's good. Everyone's happy. So we're happy. Today for you, I have, what am I wearing? Works in progress, stash, events, and some chatter. Now that I've gone on that whole tangent, I've completely forgotten my whole intro here. So I'm Roz. I live in Lake Country, British Columbia, Canada, with my husband and my two kids who are 13 and 12. Okay, there's me. Thank you for watching. Love having all the conversations in the comments, and even just hitting the like button helps me out greatly. All that kind of fun stuff. Even if you just watch and you don't like and you don't say anything, I still see it and I appreciate it. So let's move on to what am I wearing? Today I am wearing my Hinterland sweater. This is a pattern by Jennifer Steinglass. It is a fingering weight top-down colorwork yoke sweater. That is a mouthful. I made this, I finished it earlier this year. I started it in 2020 and it kind of languished for a while, and then I just buckled down and did the color work and then the rest of the body, because other than the sleeves, it's just, and the bottom doesn't have any color work on it. It's just lots of just knitting in the round and around and around and fingering weight yarn. And I decided to use light fingering weight, but it is a lovely sweater. I definitely gravitate to wearing this one a lot because it is warm, but also lightweight. The sleeves fit me perfectly, so I can still do stuff in the kitchen and not worry about my sleeves dragging through everything. So good on there. The yarn that I used, the purple is, oh, now I've bumped my mic. The purple is Cascade 220 fingering in the dark plum, and then the white is actually buff is the color that it's called. So it is a very light gray, but looks white. Anyway, that is it for what am I wearing. We'll move on to works in progress. The first work in progress I'm just currently putting on my hand and pulling down my sleeve so you can see it. Oh, they're so good. These are Mike's fingerless mitts. I haven't done the thumb yet. It's not just an opening like that, but I'm just going to do a little bit. We'll see. I'm going to have him try them on again and see how much of a thumb he wants once I've got it picked up and cast on. But yeah, they look so good. This is the Dream Fingerless Mitts by Marsha Healy. That's the pattern. And hers do actually come up much, much higher. And then they're like a fold over situation. So you can cover your fingers, cover your thumb, and have warm hands, and then fold them over and be able to text or, have some dexterity with your fingers. But yeah, these have turned out beautiful. This yarn is Mustache, perfect sock matching, mustache. Perfect must match sock in the Hogwarts colorway. So yeah, and actually, well, because I did them two at a time, so I have two. The other one I've picked up for the thumb, but then I was looking at the numbers and I don't think I picked up right, so I might have to pick up again, but no biggie. But yeah, so I have two, and I know the cast off looks a little funny when it's not on your hand, but when it's on your hand, I'm gonna try that. it just flares out. It doesn't flare out as much. So then but it has lots of stretch, so it's not constricting your fingers. But when it's not on your hand, it does look a little funny, but works out just perfect. It's the same one that I use for the top of a sock cuff. So I'm going to re-pick up one side of those mitts. I chatted it over with Mike, and we've decided that I'm going to use the yellow, like just basically start at the yellow where I've left off. And if it goes into a bit of gray, that's okay too. On the thumbs. So basically I'm just starting where I am here on each ball. And then I'll have some leftover yarn to make some shorty socks or pair it with something else. I don't know. Ow, that hurt. My stitch marker came undone. Yeah, so that is coming along nicely. I'm just gonna, oh, I see. It's stretched out. I'm gonna put that in so it doesn't poke me again. All right. And this is living in my Game of Thrones bag. Maybe I'll finish that during the movie tonight. The other project that I've been working on is a Litmus cowl. It's all tangled. There we go. Ta-da! So this is yarn that I bought fairly recently to make Mike a cowl. And so I did my provisional cast on, which is the white there. I use the crochet cast on method where you crochet right onto a circular needle. And it's all sorts of twisted here. There we go. And then you just start knitting, and then it's really easy to pick up the stitches afterwards. You just undo the crochet loops, the one with the stitch marker, one loop at a time, go around and pick them up. This is the Litmus Cowl pattern by Jude from Stranded Dye Works. And this is not a fingering weight yarn, but it says DK on it, but I think it's more like a sport. So I just cast on the number of stitches that it called for. And then I'm doing 40 rounds of each color. This yarn is Malabrigo Caprino in Gris, which is French for gray, and Azure Profundo. And it is like a really dark teal. In this lighting it's looking almost purpley. It's not purpley at all. It's definitely like a dark, that's kind of the right color there. Yeah, anyway, it's a very dark teal. I am using my twice sheared sheep row counter. So this has 0 through 9 on it. And you just basically slip to the next number when you come around to the counter. And then you can see right at the bottom here, there's this little loop, and that counts how many rounds that I've done. So right now I'm on the 3rd set of rounds, so that's 30, and I am on row 8, so I'm doing row 38 right now. So I've got 2 more, maybe 28. I'm doing row 28 right now. Sorry, I read that wrong, but I'm doing row 28. Oh, there's my timer. Sorry, I'm making cinnamon buns while I'm recording, so I gave myself a timer so I could check them. So yeah, round 28, and then once I get back around to 0, when I hit the little teacup, then I move the marker up to the next one, do 10 more rounds, and then switch to blue. So that works out really well. It makes it so I don't have to think about it. I don't have to write anything down. It's all on the knitting, and I just slip away with the marker, with the ring counter until I get to 0, and then I do something different. All right, that is it for works in progress. And next up is stash. For stash this week, I am going to be showing you the yarn I've received in my advent calendars up to including today, December 23rd. So if you don't want to see any of those, I have the Polka Dot Creek Yarn Advent from Canadian Yarn Dyers, and I have the Fireweed Fiber Co. one. You can skip on to the next segment, which is events. Probably at some point in 13 minutes, my alarm's going to go off again. To go check the cinnamon buns. So let's rocket through all the rest of this and get back on track to my baking. I'm going to show the Polka Dot Creek one first. I don't really remember what order they were in, so I'm just going to show you. And I don't know. Oh yeah, okay. So this one is Mammoth Yarns, and this is Shitter's Full. She put a little picture from the movie. So it's just got little blips of color and this lovely creamy color from the robe and the snow, and there's just little blips of green and red and stuff. And then I have That Yarn Habit, and this is called Little Full, Lots of Sap, and it is a lovely, it's really hard, hopefully you're seeing it, it's a lovely pine green with some really pretty browns in there. So that's those two. This one is the Yak Yarnery. It's also called Shitter's Full, so there's a little bit more red in this one, but this one reminds me of a candy cane. I love it. And then we have Sea Turtle Fiber Arts. And this one, I'm going to show you both ends because look at those blips of color. Like, so cool. I love Sea Turtle Fiber Arts. I have my, on the sparkle shawl is theirs. What else? I have something else. I think I have some socks made out of their stuff. Oh, and the Dream Fingerless Mitts, my first version, is made out of the Dance Party colorway. It is a beautiful sock yarn that is beautifully dyed. Definitely love that one. Okay, but some of these I've never heard of before, and I will report back, of course, when I knit with them. And this is Neatnik Yarns, Neatnik Yarns, and she sent a little stitch marker with it too. So this is a very teal color. So yeah, this was only made for this color was only made for this advent calendar. And the last one, which was today's, is Creek Garden Crafts, and this is Clark in the Attic, and like, this is vintage Christmas, you guys. This is so good. Awesome. All right, so that is it for those yarns. And then Fireweed Fiber Co., she did a fade, and I've opened all, of course, but one day. So you're going to see all but one day of the fade, and I haven't opened the main skein either. I'm saving that for the 25th. So we start off with this lovely dark green, and we move into some blues, and then these mauvey colors, purple, and all the way to pink. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. Awesome. So that is Fireweed Fiber Co. That's it for stash. Let's move on to events. For events, I have the Downseller Studio Pigskin Party 23-24, which is ongoing until February. I just put Cooper's hat in that I finished last week, and you know, slowly collecting up the points. So it's a fun knit along. I will link to the Downseller Studio website down below if you're interested in joining. It does follow along with the football season, but it is not, you don't need to know anything about football or watch any of the games or do anything football related. It just covers that time frame. And if you're into football, there's some extra things. Yeah, so basically it's going until mid-February. You can check out all the details in the link down below. The other thing that is ongoing on this channel here is a Vlogmas, as along with many other channels. I'm enjoying opening my advents every day. Some days I'm not getting too much FaceTime on the camera, and I'm just kind of filming little snippets here and there, but it is what it is. Vlogmas is just a fun thing that I do to kind of document some of the things happening in my life, get a little sneak peek behind the scenes, and yeah, I'm quite enjoying that. And certainly enjoying opening all of this beautiful yarn and figuring out what I am going to do with all this yarn. And that is it for events, and we'll move on to chatter. First up for chatter is books. As usual, I have not finished any books this week. I'm still working on reading some books. I've just been so tired at the end of the day. We've been staying up late watching Ted Lasso, so I I haven't been reading very much, so I haven't gotten through any books, but maybe this week. I have 4 days off work, including today, which is almost over. So I'm very excited about having a couple extra days. We do have, some family time. We're going to do some Boxing Day shopping, but some reading time I think might be in there too. Reading and knitting, definitely. Work has been very busy, just a lot of like year-end stuff, and being in the finance industry, year-end, a lot of the corporations that I do the financial software for have December 31st as their year-end. There's also payroll updates that need to be done before they start the new payroll, so it's just been busy, and it will be busy next week for the days that I work, but that's how it goes. And the kids last week are now on break from school. Last week they had Spirit Week for their school, which is very fun. So they had red and green day, dress up like a Christmas movie character, dress up like something from Santa's workshop, ugly sweater day, and then pajama day. And I don't think we got any pictures, but they did wear matching pajamas on Friday, which was super cute. And not something that my son normally would agree to, but he did on Friday, so it was fun. And we made some my notes are over here today. We made some Christmas cookies this week. We did the Danish cookies that we always do. And thank you to Cousin Tina, who always sends us the vanilla or sends it with anybody that visits. And we did ginger cookies and then sugar cookies. So, and the kids took some to school, and we've given some out to friends and stuff. So it's always a little tradition we do every year where we, just make some fun Christmas cookies. I do plan to I'll probably make another batch of the ginger ones because they were a big hit. And let's see, the ginger ones, and I'm thinking of making a cinnamon shortbread. I have a recipe for a gluten-free one that I really want to try, so we'll see. And because you can still have cookies after Christmas. And then, we have tomorrow's the 24th. We're doing Danish Christmas, and then Christmas Day itself, we have presents and breakfast with the grandparents, and then they go home for a little bit, and then they come back for dinner time. We're doing a smoked brisket this year, and, potatoes and veggies and stuff to go with it. And I think I'm going to make a coconut cake, chocolate covered coconut cake. I think that's what I'm going to do. That's the current plan. Who knows? When it actually comes time to baking it tomorrow, I may do something else. We'll see. And last night we went to see some of the Christmas lights that are in our neighborhood and then around through some of the areas of Kelowna. If you want to see that footage, you'll just check out the Vlogmas for December 22nd, which was yesterday. And I took some video. Unfortunately, it was raining for most of the time, so then there's like dots on the windscreen, so it kind of blurs it. It's not great, but I was not willing to have my window down and have rain come in just to video. So anyway, that is what it is. It was raining. There's no snow on the ground. It doesn't feel like Christmas. It just feels like a long weekend. So hopefully tomorrow it'll feel like Christmas. I don't know. We'll just have to pump the Christmas music, bring out the Christmas spirit, and just enjoy our time off as a family, I think. That is it for me today, and we will see you guys again next week for the last episode of the year. Bye!